Welcome to MMA News Outlet. Today we'll be listening in on Brendan Schaub's comments on UFC deal with ESPN or ESPN Plus. Notably on May 8th, UFC made a deal with ESPN that was worth $750 million for 5 years, and in total they're going to have about 15 full UFC fight cards on the ESPN Plus network. So let's weigh in on what Brendan Schaub has to say on his recent episode of Below the Belt, more specifically episode 128. And I gotta give a little hint already. He's not too pleased so far with ESPN Plus. Let's listen in.
ESPN Plus, that's a bit of a hassle. It's like, all right, well, I thought they were going to be on ESPN, so it's going to be easier, more convenient, and build the sport. So, all right, I got to sign up for ESPN Plus. It's digital only. I can stream that to my TV. That's easy enough. But now all the pay-per-views are there. So now I got to get ESPN Plus. I got to put it on the screen. I got to pay $79.99 for the pay-per-view on top of what I'm paying. Okay, let me figure it out. To me, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm such a huge fan of the UFC and of mixed martial arts, whatever. I'm going to get this fight 100%. So I have all the family around. We got food, everything. And I'm like, everyone ready? We watch the prelims. I'm like, everyone ready? Here we go. Click. It goes, this device or this service does not work on this device. I'm like, okay, well, that's not good. Waited. I'm like, maybe it's just that a lot of people trying to buy it. Maybe that's what's going on. Click again. Same thing. Like, all right, well, that's not good. So I tweet out, yo, man, I'm having problems. Anyone else having problems? And Luke Thomas is like, for all you having problems, do it on a desktop and log out and then do it. I went, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I'm thinking in my head, I'm a diehard fan. I mean, dude, I'm balls deep. I do not miss a fight. If I'm going through these extreme measures to make sure this happens, I'm assuming most people are like, fuck this. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. Doesn't work for me. Like, okay, that's not good. I got it. These fights are, if it was just like one main event, that was a big deal. I'd been like, a guy who's balls deep, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll watch it. I'll catch it somewhere else. I'll find it. But I was like, this card's too good, man. I love this fight. I got to figure it out. Try doing it again. Nothing. Try doing it from my phone. Nothing. I'm like, ESPN, UFC, I'm trying to give you $80. Where can I give you $80? Please make it easy so I can give you my $80. I'm calling fucking experts. My brother's balls deep in fucking electronics. I'm calling him. He's like, dude, it's not working. I go, no. And finally went, yo, if I don't figure this out in 5 minutes, I'm going to turn to the dark side and have to illegally stream this. Let me tell you, when I busted that out, I don't think maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant to it. I don't think they realize the level of pure professionalism these dark web dudes have to these links. I'm not going to say I did watch it illegally. I'm not going to say I didn't. When I clicked on that link, that thing was better quality than I had on my than ever. And hold on. Here's the thing that's scary about it. If you're the UFC, scary, not scary. Good and bad for the fans. I must have got 2,000 DMs with different links to legally stream this thing. And just for database and research, I went through probably 10 to 15 of them. I mean, how big's Reddit? Reddit has their MMA thread where it's posted there. This other one, I mean, and you're talking clear as day. I saw the fight. I'm always the guy. I'm anti illegally streaming. I'm against that. You're fucking over. And when I think about it, I'm like, am I fucking over the fighters? Because they don't see it. They have a contract no matter what. It doesn't matter. Dana's not giving them more or less money. They're getting fucked either way. Whether that thing gets 10 million views or I think it's 10 views, those fighters getting paid the same. They're fucked either way. So who is it screwing over here? Is it screwing over ESPN? Well, I don't care about ESPN, right? What do I care about ESPN? I mean, they have more money than God. They're owned by Disney. They should be fine. Who are we screwing over here when we illegally stream it? I'm not encouraging people to legal stream it, because if everyone made that choice, there would be no UFC, because they couldn't afford to pay anybody. Even though they're paying them shitty, they can't afford to pay anyone. So I'm curious if, and I'm sure there's people in the UFC office today going, guys, this was not good. The ESPN Plus was not good. The pay-per-view was a nightmare. I'm wondering how many people fucked over. Do you know what my dad did when I couldn't figure out? I went, who cares? Oh, it's too much. I'm out. Nah, I'm out. I asked my brother, are you watching this? Nah, I tried. I'm out. So my other friends go, dude, could you figure out? I went, I kind of figured it out. And they go, do you have a link? I went, no, because I don't want, like, you'll just ask, find. I don't want to be like, guys, blast this thing out. And when you figure it out, though, and they go, I'm good. And this is in my group of friends, in my kind of world, who they love the UFC. They buy every pay-per-view, and they're like, I'm out. I'm like, oh shit, that's not good, man. That's not good. And I don't know, Dana did address it?
Yeah.
And here's what doesn't work for me is when they go, new platform, there's always gonna be some hiccups. It's 2019. You're not allowed for hiccups anymore. When you work with ESPN Disney, there's no hiccups. If I go on fucking the new Cars ride at Disneyland, there's no hiccups. I can't have time for hiccups. When I go to the movies, there's no hiccups. When I stream a new movie on Apple, there's no hiccups. There's no hiccups. So when DAZN has hiccups, which they still do, all right, it's DAZN. I have nothing to base it off of. Of course, there's gonna be some fuck ups. Whatever, you're figuring it out. You guys are new. ESPN, I don't have time for hiccups. I've watched your programming since I was 2 years old. There should be no hiccups, especially when the UFC goes, guess what? This is the only way to watch the UFC. There can be no hiccups. You're not allowed mulligans. There's no hiccups. Because guess what? You've just lost so many casual fans. Dude, I have to turn to the dark web. I make a living off discussing the UFC. Part of my living, I make a living off this. And I was like, fuck, I guess I'm out, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know. So he said, not too long ago, we were in paper. This is Dana. Oh, no, who is this?
Yeah, Dana.
And I can't tell you how many people commented, DM me, we're like, dude, we can't watch it. What do we do? We can't watch it. I'm like, I'm sure the UFC does have someone in their office going, this illegal streaming things that we gotta figure it out, man. Because if I was struggling financially and I was a UFC fan, excuse me, I'm not giving you $80 when I can click on a link and the fighters are fucked either way, where it doesn't make a difference because ESPN's covering the UFC's nuts. Excuse me? So now I'm really not fucking over the fighters. And it's either $80 to watch this UFC or $80 to take my family to dinner. I'm so illegally streaming this thing. And guess what? It's the quality just as good. I'm just dumb to this. Blind to this. I had no idea it was this good. Just I've never had to look for it. I thought I'm giving back to the fighters. It's a huge problem. The next pay-per-view, I'm like, I don't know. Well, hold on. You go, Ochin, do I want to go through the same steps and bank on the ESPN figuring the shit out? Or should I fucking just click the link that my buddy sends me? Click. There's the fight. Or let me jump through. Let me sign up for ESPN Plus. Let me hope that I can get the pay-per-view. Let me hope that it comes on my screen. They must be losing millions of dollars. So Dana put, not too long ago, we were in pay-per-view negotiations. We didn't like that they were going because they wouldn't work. And so what you don't ever want to do is to give us a little time to think outside the box. So we started talking to ESPN. Talks moved really fast, and we struck a deal with ESPN. And we knew we had to pull this fight off very soon on both sides, and we knew there were going to be some hiccups. Can't have hiccups. The NFL does not have hiccups. The NBA does not have hiccups. NHL does not have hiccups. MLB does not have hiccups. There are no, it's 2019. There's too many fucking chefs in the kitchen to have hiccups. But also, you're such a major staple in professional sports. You can't make these moves. If it's not ready to go, you're not ready to go. Put it on pay-per-view until that thing is absolutely 100% ready to go. That's how you know we're not at the level where it should be at. Can you imagine if NFL did this for the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. Granted, they had the hiccup with the power outage, right? They had that. But still, can you imagine? The next one will be much better. The next one, you'll be able to purchase right through the app. It's going to be easier. It's going to be better. You got to bank on those people going, all right, we don't have to go through that again. Let's do it again.
This one was a big one. You know what it reminds me of, too?
What'd you say?
This one was a big one. Like, everyone kind of expected it to be difficult, but it was super difficult because a lot of people were posting about it. But it reminds me a lot of Napster. You know, when Napster first came out?
Yeah.
And then people started downloading illegal music. So it changed the game entirely. Yeah. So this might change the game entirely, too.
They'll figure it out. Someone's going to figure out how to capitalize on this. And, you know, same on YouTube. If you jack a clip from below the belt and you put on your page, that's fine. Get the views. I still get paid on that. So they're going to be able to, someone's going to be able to figure that out. How with Twitch and stuff, it gets super dicey. But there's some genius out there who's trying to figure it out, but they're just going through it. Keep scrolling up. Dana says, I'm not just saying this because I'm in business with these guys. Whenever someone says that, that means they're saying it because they're in business with guys. You know, you've seen me in business with you guys that I don't exactly love being in business with. It happens sometimes. You guys are so good at what they do. They're so good that they're so on top of everything. We'll get the problems that had tonight fixed. It'll only get better. I don't know, man. And I was like, oh, I'll buy a style bender jersey or some shit to make up for it. I feel bad, but who's getting screwed over? The fighters getting paid no matter what. So I don't know. It's a real problem for them. And I'm when it comes to the UFC, I'm a purist. I want to give back to them. I think they do a great job. It's just with this, I don't know. When I clicked on that, I'm like, oh shit! If I'm 18 years old, I'm not paying for pay-per-view, man. There's no way. There's not a chance.
I don't think they usually are anyways.
We did. I did.
I mean,
when we were in college, we were paying for it, you know. That's true. There wasn't a way to legally stream it.
Even back then, they had black boxes, remember?
Yeah, we still always paid for it, but crazy, man. And here's the thing, I'm curious. Even if they didn't have these hiccups, I still don't think this thing would have broke over 200,000, 300,000 buys. It's just too many whole loops to go through for people, especially paying $80, especially now nearing the audience.
Just subscribing.
If you want the best thing for the fighters, you would have put this straight up on ESPN. If you want the best, so that's where I'm kind of in a conflict, because what's best for the fighters, what's best for Stylebender and Kelvin Gastelum and Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier is getting as many eyeballs on this thing as possible. Whether it's streaming it on ESPN for free, whether it's just put on regular ESPN so everyone can see the magnitude of this fight. That's the best thing. Not limiting, making people pay behind 2 paywalls, so you're getting this very small number of diehards that are going to tune into this thing. That's not the best thing for the fighters.
Francis, it just worked for him. They put him up on ESPN and knocked that guy out.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Launched him. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. It's just the casuals. I don't know if they saw this. It's such a shame too, man.
What do you guys think about the new ESPN Plus program? Have you guys already tried watching a pay-per-view on the new program? Or have you gave up just like Brendan Schaub or some of his friends and family? What do you think about the new ESPN Plus program? Did you think UFC should have made that move or not? If you had if you were in the office, the corporate office of UFC executives, would you tell them ESPN Plus was a bad idea? Would you tell them to go back to the old format of getting the pay-per-views out to the fans? Let me know in the comment section below. And for me personally, I like the old format because I remember a long time ago I used to be able to just go to YouTube and literally buy the pay-per-view from there or some other sites. But as far as going to one place, I don't know. And it seems like they may have upped the price from what I remember. I remember it being $60. Now it's $80. I don't know. Correct me in the comment sections below. And again, let me know if you have had any success with the new ESPN Plus program, because the way Brendan Schaub made it sound on his Below the Belt episode made me worrisome. So subscribe for more content, tune in, like the video, hit the notification bell, all the etc. social media promoting blah blah blah, our lingo you're used to hearing by now. Thank you.